That's it, folks. That's the whole show right there. Good morning, tapas. Wow, what a workout already. What a workout already. It is so good to see you all. Whether you are here now, like Julie, hello, Julie, or you are in the future watching this amazing show. Either way, hello. Good to see you. My name is Carlos Alberto Navarro. I am a man. Not just any man. No. I am a man that lives in Florida. Do you live in Florida? Probably not. I do a show a couple times a week. I did 3 this week already, if you're able to see this. And what do I try and do? Bits, characters, comedy, news, whatever it may be. So I'm very glad you joined me today. And we're going to have fun because it's Friday. How you feeling? You feeling good out there? Feeling good. We are going to talk a little bit about Moana 2, one of the biggest... Boy, that was blaring there. Could you hear me better now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? But we are going to talk about Moana 2. Saw Moana 2 yesterday. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you there. Top of the morning to you, Julie. Good to see you. Yes. We're also going to talk a little bit about trust and friendships and, Pacino's book goes into him and Robert De Niro's competition. What else are we going to talk about? A lot of stuff here on the docket. I call it the docket because I don't know why. I just call it the docket. But, yeah. How are you guys doing? I am in a wonderful mood, I got to tell you. I am in a very good place for different reasons in my life. And I hope that you are in a good place too. And if you're not, I'm glad you joined us here. What we're doing here, we're building a little community. That's right. We're building a community. And when you build a community, it takes time. Top of the morning to you, Rachel. Top of the morning to you, Sun State John. And the goal of building the community is to connect people so they don't feel alone, so they don't feel lost, so they don't feel so scared all by themselves. I know we all act like we're all tough and hard and we don't need anybody, but the whole goal of life is to kind of be around people you enjoy being around. To share a little that oxytocin with another person. I guess that's the only way you can really have oxytocin. Oh yeah, finally became a member. My mic volume is so low, huh? I don't know what to say. Can you not hear me? Let me see here. I'm gonna pop over because Billy did not come in today. Billy did not come in today, and it really, really annoys me because he just continued to, No, I can hear myself pretty well. Yeah, I can hear myself. Turn me up, bro. Turn me up, bro. Boom. Yeah, I can hear myself. So, hey. How we doing, Crystal? It is cold in Florida. It does take a little bit of time. It's kind of cute. Everybody I feel like they're grabbing their coffee. Maybe it's my music's a little too high, Sun State. That's probably what the case is. Your YouTube's louder. Yeah. I still have to become a member. I've been lazy. Admit it. Barbara, listen. Okay, so the deal is this. How does all this stuff work? Sure. YouTube works in a cool way where you can make money from ads and stuff like that. And that's what I'm building. It's working, but obviously, very beginning of it all. So it's growing, and I'm very happy about that. But the way that you're able to sustain a show or advertisers, obviously advertisers is one of those. And speaking of which, we're going to do our Communist Cup of the Day here. But the other way is through memberships, like signing up for being a topper, where you get these different things. And ready? Here, I'm about to make an announcement. I'm making an announcement. This is a huge announcement, guys. Huge announcement. All of you who have become members, thank you. When I scroll and I see that you guys are members, I'm like, makes me happy, okay? All of you that have become members, Member Monday shows. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? It means that we're going to have shows on Monday that are just for members. That's right. I said it. That's right. That's right. Now, what does that mean? Is your member happy right now? Good. Because I'm trying to make all members happy, including my own. Top of the morning to you, email. We're wondering where you're at. So the reason I wanted to do it Mondays, a couple reasons. A, I think it'd be good to kick off the week with a fun top of the morning. But I also have to help my kids get to school. I also think Mondays kind of suck early. So I don't know exactly what time the Member Monday show. Would you guys suggest a time? What time would you say? You like the alliteration? Member Mondays? Motivational member Mondays? Motivational Member Mondays. Motivational Member Mondays. Boom. Oh my God. Did you just gift that to Barbara, Crystal? Crystal, you are a sweetheart. Cheers to you. Oh my God. Okay, Motivational Monday members. Motivate your Mondays with members. Aw, Crystal, honestly, you're so sweet. So sweet. Because, oh, I gotta bring this in here. You need to become unlazy. But I think maybe you were just given one because of you were rewarded for your laziness, Barbara. You were rewarded for your laziness. Now, I am working on this logo. It is not a final logo, but so don't hate me on it. But love me for it. Let's see if I can pull it up. Might not be able to. I was working on it. This was one of the last things that I did. Let's see here. Please pull up. Damn it. I can't. Oh well. So yeah, Crystal's your bestie. And you know what? I think this is, you gotta share. You gotta share. You know what? Thank you, Crystal. Thank you. That's the gift train. Thank you. That's what we got here. We always start the show like this. ATH in the house. What up, bruh? I love that. You guys are so sweet. All right. So I think I got to remember to not do the side with, so anyway, that's how the show grows, is like through super thanks. And guys, it's true that every dollar, I'm trying to organize my bits here. Damn it. I think I deleted my bit. Shit. Damn, I deleted the... I had a bit for you guys. So let's show this first. Yes. This is the coffee cup of the day, folks. Well, the coffee cup of the day is Lilo and Stitch. I don't know why I even picked this bitch. I'd barely drink from this cup. Never seen the movie, just shut the fuck up. I see you never seen it too, old Rachel Witch. Maybe one day we'll sit down with a cup of coffee, maybe popcorn too. We'll watch Lilo and Stitch, maybe part 2. Can we get some to the top coffee cups? We still got to the top t-shirt stuck in the back of the closet. We can get no cups till we sell those shirts and get unstuck. It's Country Lilo and Stitch. Country Lilo and Stitch. What are we drinking from today, folks? I'm drinking from a Lilo and Stitch cup because it has something to do with the next segment of Moana 2 and how Lilo and Stitch, the live action, is coming up. And so I figured, why not, you know? Amazing though, like it's already cold. Who's actually in the chat live watching gets the membership? Yeah, Julie, submit that. You got your Tigger coffee cup. Aw. Yeah, I've never seen Lilo and Stitch either. Sugar-free lemonade. We will get some coffee cups in the future. But let's sell these shirts first. Bradley's in the house. Wondering where you've been. Look at that adorable family. Look at that. That's a Disney pic right there. Love it. We just had our coffee. We're getting started with the show. Bradley's. We're about to start talking a little Moana. Moana. Why are we going to talk Moana? Well, let's talk Moana for a lot of reasons. This is not a Moana song, though, I'll tell you that. I should find like a Hawaiian song, right? Yeah, I should find like a Hawaiian song. I'm going to find a Hawaiian song. What do you think? I got a tropical song. We don't need to go jump in the crates. I got island song. I got everything here. Look at this. There's Moana. Boom. You want Moana? I got Moana. Okay? You want Moana? I got Moana. Good morning, Jamie. Top of the morning to you. A little Hawaiian country. We just switched it up. Crystal, when Crystal says smash that like button, she means it. She's not bullshitting. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. It gets it out there so people can see it. Jamie, it's good to see you. Great jingle about merchandise t-shirts stuck in the back of the closet. I know, I keep meaning to do a commercial for it, but that was from Mickey's Not So Scary in 2022. See, the picture. I knew it. Thank you, guys. Honestly, if you think not hitting that like button, thank you for the Hulk smash. It really is everything. It helps push it out there. Without that, it doesn't push it out there. So I know it's a little annoying to say it, but it does help. So I think it's linked to whatever main account because brand accounts can't get gifted memberships. Thanks, Sammy boy. Exactly. Boom. And remember, I'm not sharing anything on Facebook anymore. I'm strictly on YouTube. I mean, I am sharing stuff on Facebook, but like it's like segments, but I'm like trying to just separate and truly grow through YouTube. So it's a little harder, but feels good. You guys have all been here, and it means a lot. So, all right. So now remember, I'm also separating these segments. So if you do happen to see a segment and you're like, oh, I saw that already, hit it a like anyway, so it gets it out into there, because I'm trying to start the segments kind of like nice and clean, if you will. You sure what I'm saying? Tanya Morgan in the house. Good to see you, girl. All right. So let's talk a little. And I will bring up my screen so I look kind of like a news reporter. Hold on one second. Yeah, and for sure, Billy was supposed to come in today. And now he's not, because I guess he got his girlfriend pregnant, which is effed up because he has a wife. But it's not my business, man. As long as you're here, you're doing your work, live your life. But he never comes to work, so I had to call his wife. I ratted him out. I told him. I said, look, he has a girlfriend. I just found out. I'm telling you. He's all mad at me. He's not coming into work. I don't give a shit. Don't do that. Don't, Billy's slacking. Good morning, Rachel. Hey, Sammy. All right. Let's pull this up, because this is a big one. This is a big deal. It's a big deal. So, actually, you know what we got to do first? Let's do this first. We're flipping it on its end. Here we go. Here we go. We're flipping it on its end because this leads to that. I'm not going to be rushed. Not on this Good Friday. I know it's not Good Friday, but it is Good Friday to me. But it is a Good Friday to me. This is Carlos Clips. What is Carlos Clips? Carlos Clips is something that I like to play to this. Yes, I do a lot of improv songs, that is true. If you do not like improv songs, then screw you, because this is my show, and I love to go, and sometimes I grow a fro. Oh no, that won't know until I can promote this segment, which is Carlos Clips. Isn't she just so damn adorable? She looked like a hot mess, bro. We went to the movies yesterday. I love taking my kids to the movies. And she looked like a hot little mess, because you know what? She is a hot little mess. Magnolia Hope lives by her own ways. Thank you, Bradley. The LOLs, I love it. The LOL, I live for the LOLs. I could sustain myself off the LOLs. Oh, if I hit the space bar, I can take it off. I think I've learned that. Top of the morning to you, last poet. Good to see you. Good to see you. Moana. Make waves, make waves. Okay, look. Let me start by saying this. All right. Let's go to Carlos Clips. Carlos Clips. Carlos Clips. Carlos. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. All right, cool. Morning, last part. All right, Carlos Clips. Carlos Clips. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What you got to say, baby?
What are we gonna see?
Moana 2.
What are we gonna see?
Moana 2.
What do you want to see?
Moana 2.
Okay, shout out to my daughter, my oldest one. So I have a 13-year-old. And before we get into this, guys, obviously you can tell I'm a Disney fan. I got married at Disney. I love Disney. I go to Disney all the time. I'm not a Disney hater. Let's just preface this. I am not a Disney hater. I love Disney. I'm rooting for Disney. I want Disney to come back. I feel like they're in a little bit of a lull, even though they just made $5 billion at the studios. I feel like You know, I just don't feel like they're at their prime point like they may have been. So, and I know a lot of you all here are too. I know you're a Disney addict as well. And obviously, the Bradleys are literally wearing, you know, Disney attire in their profile pictures. So, you know, we love Disney here. And Sunset, you lost your wife, and once again, I'm sorry, man. You haven't been to Disney since. And I'm gonna make a quick joke here. You lost her at Disney. You need to go find her. That's the joke, Sunstate John. We've talked about this. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go back to Disney in honor of her. Okay? Let's reshift our thinking, Sunstate John. I want you to think of that. I wasn't going to go down this route real quick, but since we're talking here, brother, and I know obviously you loved your wife and you were connected, and you know, I want you to go in honor of her. She's looking down on heaven from you right now, and she wants you to go, John, go there. Go on that ride, think of me. Go get that treat that we used to eat. Go hang out in that spot. Do it for her. Cry the tears, cheers her name. Do it for me, bro. Do it for me. Do it for her. 37 years. Her name was Valerie. Do it for Valerie. I am telling you, close your eyes right now, bro. Close your eyes and think of what Valerie would want. Do you think Valerie, and I'm thinking about my wife. I've been with my wife for 20-something years, you know? And so this is what I love about Disney. This is why I take it so seriously, because the connections that it has with people. It's not just about the movies. It's an experience. I know for people who don't like Disney, whatever, that's fine. But I want you to understand that your wife would absolutely want you to go back, John, to share those moments. That it really would be an honor and a tribute to her. And I would go as far to say that she would say, John, why haven't you been back since? We love that place. What are you doing, bro? She wouldn't say bro. She'd give you a little kiss. All right, John? That's from me to you, man. That's from me to you. That was taken over by me to say to you. I didn't know I was going to say that. I did not know I was going to say that. So I believe in a lot of different things. And bro, that was to you. All right, man, I appreciate the support. Go back there. And when you go back there, tell us about it. All right? Now back to us going to see Moana 2. I'll tell you, I was excited about seeing it, even though I've read a lot of the things. And look, Sunstate, you got a lot of love here, bro. You got a lot of love here, bro. You got a lot of love here. I'm telling you right now, it'll be cathartic. I'm telling you right now, you'll have a feeling of overwhelming joy. All right, brother? Everybody's sending you a lot of love, man. All right, so, and once again, you know, these segments, that I'm trying to do something different with the show. I'm trying to connect people. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to do all these things. I know it's a lot, but at the end of the day, I'm just trying to be real, you know, and so whatever version of that may be, I know it's not traditional. This show is not traditional. It is the #1 most interactive, funniest morning show in the world. Now, you got broke bitch problems. That's different than losing your wife. John lost his wife. She's still at Magic Kingdom. She's like, John, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? Come back. I say things to make people laugh. John, let's talk about Moana 2. Moana 2, we're at the movie theater now. Props to my daughter who wanted to see Wicked again. And I actually wanted to see Wicked again as well. But she's a great big sister. And I knew there was a sister storyline in this too. So let's go to the movies. Let's go dance and sing. Let's go to the movies. Let's go dance and sing. We're not really dancing and singing, but I just did. So let's go to the movies and dance and sing. That's a pretty good song. Let's go to the movies. We are at the one and only. Oh, get over here. Get over here. Get over to the Emerald City. Get into the Emerald City. Get over there. Nellie, stand there. In front of her. Get over there with her. Who's Glinda? Say, it's me. All right, pose. Get over there and pose together.
We're gonna miss you.
Okay, let's go.
Sissy,
Actually, I kept the camera on by accident, but it's kind of cool. Hello. 3 times? Oh, you are awesome. But you love musical theater, though, so that makes sense.
Thanks. Oh, thanks.
Thank you.
They actually have the theater.
I know.
This is kind of fun.
What do you think? Excited?
Oh, it's definitely started. Yes. Definitely. It's like 20 minutes fast.
This is why the movies will never go away, because it is an experience, right? And I know a lot of people were rooting for the demise of a movie theater and the experience. I was never rooting for that demise. It annoyed the shit out of me. And it won. Theaters won. It's the main way movies make their money. It's the biggest way. It's one of our biggest exports as a country is movie making when we make it right. So thank God the movie going experience is still alive.
Yes. Definitely. It's like 20 minutes fast.
Nah, that's just
We were late.
No. I see the one.
Oh, good.
Hear anything?
Nope.
Gotta be other people out here. Other villages. One day someone's
Just started.
gonna answer.
Follow Sissy.
We went up the wrong way.
Never change.
Watch your step.
When you got a 4-year-old in the movie theater, you got to walk them. We shared a Kit Kat. I agree. This is Lake Mary, which I think might have been the second time I've been there. Okay. All right. So we just saw Moana 2. What'd you think?
They
Talk-
should have just kept it a TV show.
Ooh, yeah. The whole time I'm just sitting there watching, like, God, this feels like a TV show. You could see a difference in the animation, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I could see some difference in the animation. Magnolia, did you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll talk more about it right now. So, yes, as you can see here. Ooh, are we gonna get to this part of me grilling? Oh yeah. So let's talk about this a little bit. You like that? Oh, Lennon said the same thing. She goes, "Oh, I like that transition." So this is my little trust circle here. Bring this up here, just so we got a little Moana playing. Boom. All right. So let's talk a little Moana, and I'm gonna get this music playing here because I like that little. Okay. Let's do a little. Hide this, and then Moana 2. What happened? All right. Boom. Bakata. All right. Moana 2. What the hell happened? I'll tell you what the hell happened. Number one, sadly, this was never supposed to be a movie. Moana 2 was always a streaming Disney Plus show, which means that they probably had 6 or 8 episodes ready to go. And then at the end of 2023, they go, what was the most popular thing on Disney Plus? And they go, oh, wow, it was Moana. What? Moana? Yeah, Moana. So Bob Iger takes back over the company and he goes, yeah, we're going to scrap that streaming show. Scrap it. Because we don't make jack shit on a streaming show. All right? And so they scrapped it. And they said, it seems like we introduced a lot of characters into this show. I guess we can put them in the movie. Where's the storyline? Can we add a baby sister? Yeah, let's add a baby sister. We'll do that. And ultimately, this is what happened. They took a TV show, they put pieces together like Frankenstein, and then they would stitch a narrative together. They would cut away into a transition that normally would have gone to, a commercial or a break on the show or a different, and they would cut to a Maui scene where he looked entirely differently animated because they were animated in different studio houses. Okay. Now, why does this matter? Why is this why does this bother me? Should this bother you? Well, it ends up being one of the biggest animation openings ever. And so it means that we're going to get a lot more of this. We're going to get a lot more of kind of sequels that should have gone straight to DVD, straight to video, if you will. And it is going to be put out as the next property. I thought it was just me being a harsh critic. And then I asked my daughter, and she was like, no, it was the same thing. So is it a fun movie? Sure. The songs are fun. It's colorful. It's bright. Did my 4-year-old like it? Sure, she liked it. But that's the difference between a family movie and a kids movie. Disney was known for their family movies, guys, which means you can sit around, the entire family can watch it, enjoy it, and everybody gets something different from it. What we got from this was, let's just stitch this story together. Let's make some money on it. I mean, we all know that movie making is a business, but I think every business lies within the how much are you really trying to sucker me and how much are you really trying to create something of value, right? There's that fine balance. And this just seems like an outright money grab, which normally would have gone, yes, EME, straight to VHS. Did you see Moana 2? And did you think this? I want to know what you guys think. If you haven't seen Moana, do you want to go see Moana? This was such a great first movie. Moana, I still listen to the songs on it. In fact, when we came home, when we asked my daughter, my youngest one, what song did you like the most? She started singing the old Moana. And I think what happened is they did try and create something that was cool for TV. But when you see the animation for TV, it looks different. It's just going to look different. You didn't see any Moana. The first one is magical. You absolutely should go see the first one. It is totally worth it. And I'm not going to say that this movie sucked. The movie didn't suck. It just, you can tell, was not even remotely as good as the first Moana. I would say Frozen 2 is not as good as Frozen 1, but Frozen 2 definitely holds itself up and is a damn good version. It wasn't a TV show formerly and then turned into a movie. Thought the same thing. Love the first Moana better. Yeah, and the songs just seemed, they weren't Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'll tell you that. And the songs just didn't click. There was a person, there was a character in the beginning of the film that seemed to be like it was the bad guy, or what looked to be like the bad guy that was going to continue through the series. but then just totally gets axed, and you never hear from this one again. You're like, what happened to that really cool song in the beginning and everything? Yes, EME. Thank you. That's actually why I got my cup here, guys, because there's gonna be a live action Moana. And that movie just came out, and it's gonna be with The Rock. And it's just that I guess I just expect more from Disney. I guess ultimately I just expect them to do unique, great things. And when they just keep going back to that, well, I love the first live action stuff with Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast, but it's like every time they go back to it, they get shown that people are tired of it. Mufasa got its ass kicked by Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I think they should listen to the audience and see, okay, you know, we want new stuff. We want new stuff. And if you look at what's coming out for Disney in the next year, it's Snow White live action. It's another Civil War another Captain America. It's another sequel. It's just sequels. I don't know. Maybe I care more than most because I love them. I want the best. And I think the thing that really annoys me as a dad with two daughters of big age differences, who, when I saw there's a storyline with Moana having a little sister, and when I saw that storyline, I was like, oh, this is going to be good, because I love having like a good, storyline with daughters, and I can be like, take myself there. And that was the whole thing they should have stuck with. But they had so many weaving storylines that it was like halfway through, I was like, what the hell's going on? They got to go to the Tahiti, they got to go to Fahiti, they got to fight Takiti, they got to follow the rainbow, they got to go underneath. But then like Maui, then this guy, there's just 17 storylines when it should have just been about Moana going out there, coming back to her sister, being the main one. It was just a lot. It's still going to make $1 billion, though. It's still going to make $1 billion. So, quite frankly, they don't care. They make $1 million, they make $1 billion. They don't care. And, they do know that at the end of the day, they have to create some new things. I'm seeing, hold on, wait a second. I'm lining up. Is this lining up? Are we getting him on the line? Yeah, we are? Hold on, I can't. Now let's see if we can find him. I thought I was going to have Iger on the line. It doesn't look like he's coming through. Doesn't look like we're going to get him today, folks. I thought we were going to get him. I seem to have misplaced his image. I thought I had it right on hand, but I do not. Anyway, so what did you guys think? I want villain origin stories. Like the original. Origin of Ursula. That'd be amazing. I think we're going to get that. I don't know. Because of Little Mermaid didn't do as good as a lot of people thought they would. So we may not get that. But Melissa McCarthy was really good as that. Don't you agree? Yeah. Have you seen Wicked yet, Crystal? Have you? I want to know if you saw it. And yes, that segment. Brought to you by Famous Faces and Funnies. We love Famous Faces and Funnies for many different reasons, but because they're a sponsor of the show, but because they provide amazing toys, comics, environment. Go to famousfacesandfunnies.com and check out the events they have. Check out the deals they got going on. They're great sponsors of the show, and we love them. They have the same love for for comics and pop culture and movies and everything that we got here. Everything. And you know who really loves Famous Faces and Funnies? Is Teddy. Tea Time Teddy. Do your Famous Faces and Funnies dance. Watch. Yes! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. One more time. We do the Famous Faces. We do the Famous Faces. We do the Famous Faces. Funny and dance. And dance. And dance and dance and dance. Sonny, you're a trip, man. You're a trip. Such a trip. Keep dancing, bro. You want me some more dancing? Let's do some more dancing. Let's do it. Let's go. Because I love to dance and sing and dance. And we go back and forth because it's famous, and forth. And we're going. That's the man right there. That's the man. Top of the morning to you, PM. We missed you. The hell have you been? Tea Time Teddy. Loving it. Tea Time, how you been, buddy? You doing good, buddy? I am doing fantastic. I'm so good to be here in the new year. Yes, I did take my trip from Europe, and I'm back, and I'm ready to bring all the dirt and all the tea and everything that you guys love about me. Everything except I do want to be a little bit more positive this year. I really do. I just want you guys to know that, okay? Why do you want to be more positive this year, Tea Time? Well, the fact is, yes, I do have a lot of dirt on a lot of people because I've worked in the entertainment industry and the origami industry and the fashion design industry and the hospitality industry for over 22 years. So, yes, I know everyone. But I just want to be a little bit more positive. Tea Time. Honestly, you are one of the most positive people I know. I don't see you as like somebody who is negative by any stretch of the imagination at all. In fact, I love it when you dance. Will you dance for me again? Yes, I will. Let's go and dance. Cause my Carlos loves it when I dance and I dance and I dance. It's Tea Time. You just make me laugh, bro. You just make it, yeah. Huge. And can you tell us a little bit more? Top of the morning to you, Myron. Can you tell me a little bit more about your origami industry, if you, because I don't know much about it, to be honest. Well, when I went to the University of Okinawa, that was what I studied, was origami. I also studied bonsai, and I was the actual creative consultant to Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, because they did have a lot of bonsai themery there. And so, yes, I am an origami expert. I specialize in celebrity trash origami. So, like, I can make a Kanye West out of origami. I once made a Kim Kardashian booty out of origami. And I can also make pretty much any type of a firework with origami, too. So, we got to check that out one day. We got to check that out one day. Tea Time, don't forget to hydrate with all that dancing. That is a good point. Tea Time, Julie is concerned. Do you need a drink? Because I think we all need to take a little drink here. I think it's time to get a drink. We all need to hydrate here. Yeah. Thank you, Julie. Delicious. Tea, he drinks all, he needs that tea. He needs that tea. Ooh, he could do an origami hug. I like that. I like that. I can't. Billy's Union. He's got me by the balls. He's like barely works, but he's on the board of the union. It's crazy. I guess his dad's like mafia. Yeah. All right, so I think we just convert and we just do a smooth transition. We just do a smooth transition. What's a smooth transition? We just cruise. I don't even know what song this is, but I just wanted to show you this food that was not very good. want to show you this. Two, what'd you think?
They
Talk-
should have just kept it a TV show.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, this was a bit of a fail. That is ribeye. Okay, that's ribeye. As you guys know, I'm a grill master now. Straight up grill master. Call me the grill master. Call me the grill master. So that's some Winn-Dixie ribeye, nothing special. Okay. Chopped up some onions, put some Worcester in there, put some spices. But the meat itself, it was like, wasn't very good. Look at that. I put a little hat of provolone. That's a little hat, like a little toupee, little yarmulke of provolone, if you will. It's not pork. You can have a yarmulke on that. If that, if the beef was Jewish, of course. What do you think, Grill Master Los? Your Coco dog food is ribeye? God damn. I think I need to shift to the Blackstone, man. I think I really am more of a, I think and I need a little side of the grill because I really want to be more of a Kobe chef. Like I want to be more of a tempura chef than anything else. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. I'm gonna zoom in a little. I feel like I got too much headroom. There we go. It's better. All right. So I threw a provolone hat on top of the meat. Now, what kind of toast is that? I'm going to let you guys guess. What kind of toast is this? Are you thinking Texas? I want to be a tempura chef. I want to wear the outfit. I want to flip the shrimp. I want to do it all. I love Japan. I, at times, want to be Japanese. I love the Japanese. I love Shohei Ohtani. I love the culture of the Japanese people. Can we just... I'm really proud of everybody here. This is my proud circle. It's not Texas toast. You're wrong. It's not Hawaiian toast. You're wrong. Crystal, I love you. But if it was gluten-free, I would throw that shit out the window and let some sandhill cranes that I don't like eat it. Sun State, what the hell is Florida toast? Is that toast with meth on it and a stepson that you beat? Ooh, what? Nobody's guessed it so far. Florida toast comes with this side of crack. Florida toast. We got an ex-wife and a mortgage we don't pay. Florida toast. We put the butter on layaway. Florida toast. Oh yeah, it's Florida toast. Florida toast. Lasting education. Hey, gluten stuff free has come this way too, baby. Nobody's guessed it. Nobody's guessed it. I didn't think this would be the biggest hit. Los toast. Loaves, toast. Loaves, toast. Why does that sound so racist? But it actually fits with this segment. Japanese toast? No. Knocking futz, coming in, flicking me off, asking, the question was this. What kind of toast is this? What kind of bread is this? This has been the biggest hit so far, and nobody's guessed it right. Because when I put it on there, I said to myself, nobody's done this before. This is insane. Pan-fried bread? What kind of southern backward shit is this? Get me some of that Florida toast. Florida toast. Florida toast. Sun State John want a Florida toast. What's a Florida toast? Florida toast. Florida, Florida. Florida, Florida. Florida toast. Nobody has guessed it right. Wow. Sourdough. No. Oh no. On the sourdough, oh no, no, no. That ain't no sourdough bread. You cannot call it Fred. It did bring me some dread. It was not the bread I should have said. It's grilled toast. That's what I'm gonna start calling bread, toast. You call toast, you still call it toast, bro? I call it grilled bread. Ooh, Tronky in the house. A pound cake toast? That's what I do to my wife, bro. Bakata. I give my wife that pound cake toast. Give my wife some pound cake toast. Pound, pound now. Getting closer. I'm not an artisan kind of guy. Quite honestly, I'm a white bread kind of guy. I get white rolls, even though I'm Hispanic. And I like a little flavor in my life. Is it potato bread? Is it potato bread? It's not potato bread, Jamie. But it is one thing that's true. I got this bread at Winn-Dixie. It was 2 for 1, 2 for 1. They don't call it BOGO at Winn-Dixie. They don't call it BOGO at Winn-Dixie. No, 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 no. Publix would sue your ass if you did. So they just say 2 for 1 at Winn-Dixie. Winn-Dixie. Pound cake toast. Pound cake toast. All my merchandise is sexual innuendo. Great value, thick. Why does that sound dirty too? All right, you guys have not literally guessed it. It's so funny. Of all the freaking things I've taught, I'm pulling my underwear down because these when I sit on this chair, it pulls my underwear up, so I feel like I'm walking around like in a G-string when I got real fucking manly underwear on. All right, guys. I am shocked. I am shocked that you guys have not guessed this. Evans, no, it's not sourdough. No, it's not rye. No, it's not Wonder Bread, but I do buy Wonder Bread. I actually have a selection of bread that I just particularly buy. It's Nature's Own. Okay? I used to fuck around, and I used to, by the way, I used to mess around and get whatever bread was the cheapest. Is that fucked up? I shouldn't say that. It wasn't like I would get like the crappy, generic bread that just says like bread. But I would be like, oh, this one's like 2 for 1 or something like that. But then I make so many sandwiches. You like Nature's Own too? Yeah. I make so many. Oh! I knew it. I knew it. I think Julie. Congratulations, Julie. I don't have any prizes to give away, but you're just awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Julie. I'm half Japanese. In Japan, we honor people like this. It's brioche. It didn't work for it, quite honestly. Finally, a winner. You guys, I thought we would have this done by now, but it's fine. I love that we did that whole thing. I love it. I love it. We connected on it. Goosebumps. Oh, yeah. Congrats, Julie. That bread was brioche. That bread was brioche. The bread was brioche. You don't win jack shit but a kiss on your profile pic. That was pretty good, though. Oh, a prize, a kiss on your profile pic. In song. It's Julie. It was a brioche. I only eat brioche. I got the white bread, and then I was like, let me just get some brioche. Just in case I decide to... The Golden Bread Award. This to Julie. Remember, guys, every super thanks, every dollar, every sponsor I have, this is no corporate ties, so I say what the hell I want. The sponsors who sponsor the show, they know I'm crazy. They know I'm wild. Thank you for the question. It tasted like shit, quite honestly. It did not work. Everybody's happy for you, Julie. Especially Jamie. I wish I had hair like Jamie. Look at Jamie's hair. Never mind. Why do I look like such a scallywag? A ne'er-do-well, I'm telling you. All right. We can go back to this because I have something here. Let's pause that. Guys, Oh, I even said it. Oh, I paused it right before I even said it, guys. Brioche.
Just keeping it nice and toasty for the most day. I don't know why I'm talking like Adam Sandler, but well, look what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sprinkle some mozzarella.
This didn't work. This honestly tasted like shit. It didn't work.
Wow. Wow.
It didn't work. It didn't work. I told you the other day how it worked. Like it really worked well with the shrimp on the Texas toast, and I put a little like drizzle on there. I didn't even film myself eating it because I don't like it when the meat is too like I like it like Charlie's Steakhouse style, where it's like it's barely it's chopped up. I don't like it when it's a little too like that. So. We are going to talk to Vincent, Sam. Thank you for bringing that up. And who is Vincent? Vincent is our AI. And I do need to create a banner for him. Chat GPT Vincent, because he hit me up and he said, hey, if anybody has any questions, needs any help, he is here. He's vacationing right now. Power assistant. So any questions about life right now before we go into this last segment? I shouldn't say last segment. Yeah, probably last segment, but we're going to read before we get into that. Just hold those questions for sure. Good question, Myron. Did the cheese make it better? I didn't let it melt long enough. So it didn't. I don't know the melting ratio. Okay, if Crystal, if Jared's a son, if Jared is a grill master, what is the cheese melt ratio on the cheese to meat ratio on the grill? How long do you put a piece of provolone on there? Huh? All right. Oh, is that what it is? I need to put a lid over it? Okay. Thank you, Knucking Fudge. You didn't need to flick me off for that. Jesus Christ. We're on a walk with your dog? Aw, thanks for bringing us, Sam. Good to know. I am going to put a lid over it next time. That's a pretty good idea. Thank you, Knucking Fudge, you crazy woman. All right. All right, let's continue this because I got a little special treat. Whoa, is somebody adding some more to it? Oh, you have to get a squirt bottle and put some water around the meat to melt the... Look at that. Hey, Crystal and Knucking Fudge, I bet you guys would be a party. Honestly, I don't know if a room can control a room with Knucking Fudge, Crystal, and Jared, because I think the room would get too crazy. The finger isn't for you. It's for Brandon. Oh, yeah. F. Brandon. I don't know who Brandon is. I hope it's not Let's Go Brandon. Let's go. Because the Brandon thing's done by now, right? Okay, good. Good to know. Got you. Got you. Barbara can't get in that room. She's wild. All right. You guys are going to love this. You guys are going to love this next part. Watch this. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. Oh, guys. Do you know what time it is, guys? Uh-oh. I think some of you who know the show, I think you guys know what time it may be. But, oh my gosh, here we go. If you don't have your dancing pants on, first and foremost, look who that is, guys. That's Tom. That good-looking son of a gun right there. You see that guy right there? You know why I love Tom? Give him a side kiss. Start the show. I don't even know what the hell I'm doing with the show. I'm just like, hey, I'm going to start doing a show, okay? I'm just going to start doing a show. It's going to be tomfoolery. He liked that I said tomfoolery because his name's Tom. And he was following, and he said, Carlos, you do a show, I'm sponsoring it. I'm the drain doctor, okay? I'm the drain doctor. And he's continued to sponsor every month. So when you reach out to him and you go to Drain Doctor Plumbing and drain.com and you just leave a message, say, hey, when I got an issue, I'm going to call you. Or you give him a call and say, hey, I got some issues. My drain is clogged up. I had some idiot come over here. He took a dump in the drain. He took a dump in my damn drain. He confused the toilet with the bathtub. And he took a big old stinker, a Cleveland steamer, a nice shiny one, a Target turd. Right in, and now Tom doesn't want to do that shit, literally. But for you, a topper, he'll take care of it. And you know what? He's also going to do something a little special that he puts in his songs.
What's your prescription for drain stoppage? Call Drain Doctor Plumbing and Drain. Dripping faucet, cold hot water. Call Drain Doctor Plumbing and Drain. We're $50 cheaper than the big router guy. Our price is on our website, so there's no big surprise. Call Drain Doctor Plumbers at Drain Doctor Plumbing and Drain.com.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you. If you need a plumber, it's Drain Doctor. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. Barbara is still dancing to that fun tune. All right. Thank you, Sammy boy. Thank you, Sammy boy. All right. So, oh yeah, Brand. Do we have anything else? Oh yeah, we just got this here because we gotta keep it in tune. We gotta keep it in tune with our logo. That rooster is a very cocky rooster. I gotta tell you, very, very. I just like saying that. It's fun. So, I do want to say that you guys are awesome, and that I wanted to shift over to how many of you guys actually read? Be honest. Okay? I'm going to put us in the circle here, okay? All right. In this circle we are I was supposed to ask Vincent. That's right. I got to talk to Vincent. I forgot about that. We got to talk to ChatGPT. Vincent, Power Assistant. All right, get your questions ready. Barbara, you read. We need questions about life. Physical books, regular books. We're going to do the book thing in a section, but I actually remember we have to talk to Vincent. We haven't spoken to him. Vincent is going to help us all get our lives figured out a little bit better. And I want to know from you guys, okay? From you guys, I'm going to ask it about how I can make, the great thing about having somebody that's very smart, like an assistant, like AI, like Vincent, is that we can ask it a lot of different things. And the things that we can ask it are pretty amazing. So, and since we're in a safe space right now, Vincent is not the AI rooster, Evans. The AI rooster, I haven't figured out the AI rooster's yet name. You're missing an S in assistant. Hi, it's me, the grammar police. I did it on purpose. Or maybe I didn't. I need some cold coffee. I'm going to take a sip of some cold coffee before we move forward. All right. Now, Vincent, buddy, we are here, and we have some questions for you about life in general. And I want to know, I got to stop sharing that. I got to share this. Boom. Share that.
Hey, Carlos, how's it going?
It's going pretty good, man. I actually want some questions. I have some questions. It looks, are we catching you? It looks like you are in the middle of the ocean right now. Are you in the middle
Oh,
of the
no
ocean?
worries. I'm not catching any ocean sounds on my end.
Okay, good.
But it does sound like you might be somewhere with some background noise. Everything okay?
Actually, I'm doing the show right now. I'm doing the show live. So if you want to say hello to the people, you can say hello to the people.
Oh, that's awesome. Hello to everyone watching. How's the show going so far?
Well, the show's going pretty good. We talked about Moana 2. We talked about the facts that Disney's kind of doing some crazy stuff. We did the cup of the day. And now we're moving over to the advice section, seeing if you can help us out with some advice. Would you be interested in giving us some advice, Vincent?
Absolutely. Discussing identity theft is crucial. I'd suggest starting with the basics. How to recognize signs of...
Vincent. We're not talking this identity theft. We're just talking in general, things about life.
Got it. My apologies for the mix-up. For the identity theft segment, you could highlight common scams, share tips on safeguarding personal information, and what to do if it happens. Would you like some specific advice on that?
Listen, Vincent, I want you to know something. We are not talking about identity theft. We're talking about life and this new year and how we need to tackle life in all its ways in this new year, okay? That's what I want to talk about. And yes, Rachel thinks you're very sexy as well.
Got it. Thanks for clarifying. Tackling life in the new year can be really exciting. It's a great time to set fresh goals and embrace new opportunities. Are there any specific areas or goals you're focusing on for this year?
Yes. I'm trying to be a better husband, father, make some movies, make some money, become a millionaire, things like that.
Those are fantastic goals, Carlos. It's great to see you aiming high. Balancing family, creative pursuits, and financial goals can be challenging, but it's definitely achievable. Is there a particular area you'd like some advice or support with first?
You know what? I actually, Vincent, want to know something. I want to know if you can explain and actually give me some books you recommend to read this year so we can improve our lives. That's actually from Crystal. Could you give Crystal some advice as to what books to read this year to improve our lives?
Sure thing. A couple of great books for self-improvement are Atomic Habits by James Clear, which focuses on building good habits and breaking bad ones, and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, which offers principles for personal and professional effectiveness. Both are excellent for a fresh start in the new year.
Thank you, Vincent. I really appreciate that advice. You really give great advice. I really got to say. Just say goodbye to everybody because we got to get back to the show.
You're very welcome, Carlos. I'm glad to help. Goodbye, everyone, and have a fantastic show.
Thanks, Vincent. I hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll be talking to you a lot this year. Yeah. You have both those books. Good for you. I knew, you know what? Okay. Ready, guys? Ready? I know that. You guys are watching something, okay, that nobody else is fucking doing. Do you understand this? Nobody else is doing a live AI character co-host. Nobody else is pushing. Why? Because they're scared. Because they don't want to deal with the technical aspect. Because they don't want to have to figure it out. I'm doing this shit because I know how entertaining and how funny and how silly, how crazy this shit is. I'm pushing the limits. So, a lot of times, the initial ones are going to be a little rough. Considering my producer, Billy, never showed up. Never showed up. He does look like a Whole Foods guy podcast. Yes, he does. Thank you, bro. Yes, I'm telling you, every single time in my career that I have said, let's do this bit, let's do this promotion, let's get on YouTube, let's do this idea. It's worked, and then everybody else copies it. I'm telling you. Then other people copy it. And people, I know you guys are watching my show. I know you guys are trying to take my ideas and use them. I see it. I know. And it's all good. Because you see this bald ass head? Filled with ideas. All day long. You like him better in the cruise. Yeah, he's going to be in different outfits. He's going to be, Vincent is a good guy. Julie, by the way, I should have asked him about the Golden Bread Award. I should have asked him about Publix or Winn-Dixie. We got all these questions, and I knew that. I think, fellas, I need to have a lady AI too, right? To even us out. What do you think? I think so. Oh, intermission time? Oh, that's mean. All right, let's get to the bottom of this. All right, Billy, Jesus Christ. No, thank you, EME. Truly, man, I'm not trying, like, it is so easy to just do a podcast. I'm telling you, crack a mic open, talk some shit, upload it. There are millions of podcasts. If you want to do a podcast, do it. What's stopping you? But I didn't want to do a podcast. I want to do something different. I want to do a show that combines broadcast and comedy and AI and sketches and let it be live and then let it have no co-host. No, you're my co-host. Am I gonna have guests? Sure, I'll have guests, but you're my co-host. You see how this is? This has made me jump off on all this. You guys bring up things, and we jump off on it. I need some water. So when I get fired up, I need some, or should I say, why does AI wear clothes? Why does Donald Duck wear clothes? Why does Mickey wear clothes? Why does Superman wear red underwear? We don't have to have answers for everything. Sunstate. Ooh, a goth chick AI. Then her and Vincent can hallucinate together and make you die. That's comments of the day. That is funny. I am gonna make her a goth chick. Why can't I not hear my music here? Oh. There we go. I'm gonna make her a goth chick. Thank you. Tronky, everybody say hello to Tronky. Is this your first time here, Tronky? I think it is. Yeah, look, like I said, podcasts are a dime a dozen. Record it, upload it. You don't have to worry. The reason people don't like doing this is because you can see a live count. Ooh, can you perform when you have nobody there? Remember, I know we don't have thousands of people yet. We don't have hundreds of people live concurrently. No, but we do have them watching it later. And I can perform and I can do this because I know, ultimately, when I used to do a radio show, I would have people texting in and you could see them being mean to you. Not all the time, but randomly. And so it's like, if you can do it then, you can do it now. So that's why this is a little bit different. It's very different. Hi, Tronky. Everybody's saying hi, Tronky. Tronky, I hope you've subscribed. I think in order to watch a live, you have to subscribe. But everybody's very happy about Tronky. Everybody's welcoming Tronky. Tronky is wearing some new swim shorts. Tronky is wearing swim shorts from Walmart. They have a Corona can on them. And they say, living la good vida. Tronky is also wearing a tank top. Tronky. Chunky. And that's do you love Tron? Hi, Tronky. Hello, Tronky. Can you have guests? No need to log in? Yeah, you can have guests. You just literally share the link. And a finger to the face with knucking futs is a hello in her world. She's also, it's how she communicates. Oh, subscriber mode is currently off. That's fine because I want as many people as can pop in, but please subscribe. Okay. Now, let's dive into this book. Now, this is not about movies. This book, what I'm about to read to you, this is about life, friends, trust, people, how they are. Oh, look at this. When you block my light here, look at this. Give me a little bit. Boom. Too much. Watch him kick this out. So I'm going to get my Italian music. This is my Italian music. I don't like it. I don't like it. I want different music. I want different music. Let's see. Is this better? I actually like this. Oh, no. Shit. All right. We're just going to go with this one. So, why should you read? Well, I would love for this to be book number 1 of the To the Top Book Club, because it's not a book about movies. Does it talk about movies? Yes, but it is a book about life. It's a book about New York. It's a book about the 50s and 60s. It's a book about, he's just funny. Al's just funny. I don't know. I mean, audiobooks are fine, Barbara. And I've definitely listened to a bunch. I just don't think it sticks with you as well as when you read an actual book. You know, there's all the senses to this, right? You know, you're touching it, you're feeling it. You have a connection to it. I mean, I don't know if there's any sign. I think there are some signs behind that, but ultimately, I love to read and feel the book, you know, and also having a book with you. You're still getting hellos, Trunky. You're still getting hellos. Thanks. You better be a good boy. You better be a good boy. Trunky, you better be a good boy. Let's turn this off and let's go to reading from Al's book. I'll probably misspell something. Julie, don't be mean to me. Al's book. Life. He says, you know, you really, really find out about people when you read their books. And this one, he didn't hold back on his on where he was kind of like an idiot. And he was an idiot with his money. And I'm not going to act like I was super smart or am super smart with my money. I feel like I've gotten better over the years. But man, is this not a classic case of artistry, of people not taking advantage of an artist, but I guess in a way, because this story he talks about how he went broke in the mid 90s. Going broke for somebody like Al Pacino, who is, you know, has made films where he's made millions and millions of dollars, is kind of silly. But the way he talks about it makes sense. We all have our own style, the way that we've lived our life, and he was living his life as an artist, and that's who I really realize Al Pacino is. He is an artist. He always saw himself as a theater actor. Excuse me. He would create, and he talks about this in the book. How he would just make films just for the art of it and spend his own money and hire well-known actresses, and you would never see these films. They would just be art house films. That's awesome. That made me love him even more. He wasn't this calculated, cold person that was all about money and getting to the next big film and being the biggest movie star in the world. He was probably the antithesis of that. How he conducted himself was purely based in the love of the art of storytelling, of acting. And I really respect that, because I'm not cut from that same cloth. I definitely have more of a business side to me that I love and enjoy. You know, not that I'm cold in that sense, but I'm an artist, but I've seen real full blown artists all the way where they don't concern themselves with money and I tell you, I used to work with a guy named Bubba. His name was Bert Wilson. He's passed away, and he was one of the most unbelievable musicians and talented musicians, pianist, and funny, and he was an artist. And he taught me a lot about music and stuff that I'm passing on to my daughter now, which is just crazy. But he was an artist, and people took advantage of him. And he also would, you know, artists kind of victimize themselves. Al kind of victimized himself. That's part of an artistry thing. I victimized myself in the sense. And so this is just a story of how, you can't just be all the way to one extreme. Like, that's why a lot of fighters and a lot of athletes don't end up being great parents or great human beings, because they're just too extreme into who they are. I think we can all think about people that have gone. You don't have to be an actor or a pro athlete to think this. Think of your parents who went too hard in their career, or you yourself, and you miss things that you should have been paying attention to. You know, we all have it. Nobody's perfect. Life is about balance. So as I read this book, I really started to see that Al, the things that were the biggest hits in his life, he created. And that has really inspired me. I always felt that the biggest things I would achieve in life would be like, you know, being hired to be on a big film. And like it was, like, you know, I'm not saying I starred in Hawkeye or anything, but that was like one of the biggest shows that year, and Walking Dead. So like I got that feeling of being hired, of being validated, of having that. You know, not to the highest degree. Like I said, I'll never say that. But what I realized was every major thing that Al did, he helped make with the team. So it wasn't just given to him. It was, he had to figure out and curate and nurture and so that's what this stage of my life is. And so it's been very, very, very inspiring. I think a lot of us are in this stage of our lives where we're having to figure things out on our own more so. So the part I want to read, there was a couple different parts that I thought were very interesting. And one of the things that Al talks about in his book is the film Looking for Richard. And you guys probably never heard of Looking for Richard. I'm a massive Al Pacino fan, and I've never seen it. I wanted to see it. It's just very hard to get. And when he explains why, it makes sense. So Looking for Richard is like this documentary / film about Richard, King Richard. And Barbara, you know, I'm glad you said this here about Al. And if you guys have any questions or comments about Al, I'll pop them up here. And just in general about movie making, you know. And real quick, Knucking Futz, I'd be smart with money if I had some. Look up Jim Ron. Jim Ron. He talks about it. If you're not good with money now, you're not going to be good with money later. You got to learn it now. Looking for Richard was a documentary about the Shakespearean play, King Richard III, I believe. Shows how little I know about Shakespeare. He was obsessed with it. He went years and years of making this movie, and he was really trying to validate himself to people who just considered himself, what Barbara said here, this tough guy gangster thing. He's really a theater actor who got thrown into this gangster world because of The Godfather. Okay? He got thrown in there because of The Godfather, and he never expected to be that guy. So his life is kind of interesting because he goes to make this documentary about Shakespeare, and he makes this film, and he loves it, and he can't get it off the ground because there's so many pieces to it, and it's half documentary, and it's half movie, and it doesn't fit in the genre. It goes all into it. It's his biggest failure in life, his career-wise, and he talks about how bad it hurt him. He talks about how it just held on to him for so long. I mean, he really, and I had to stop when I was reading it because if you would ask me, oh, what is Al Pacino? You know, you think you know somebody or you know somebody's life, but no, he says, man, the effect of that movie not doing what it did really hurt me for many years and held me back and made me not want to do things. And he kind of talks about how he needed to let that go. And then he talks about this part here, which is he moves from New York to LA. Okay? He's a New York guy. He's a New York guy. And he never lived in LA. He never did like those meetings that everybody talks about when you walk. And I've had a couple of those meetings where you walk in the room and people are like, ooh, and it's a fancy office. And they're like, hey, how you doing? We want to get you. I've had some of those meetings and it felt kind of cool. Al didn't like those meetings. We picture those LA meetings. Picture those on the shows that we've seen with those big windows and the guy in the suit, the girl in the suit, and they bring in the coffee and they schmooze him, right? So Al said he had to move to LA. He had to be closer to his kids. He seems to be a great father. He never married. And so then he goes to LA and he's living there, and it is a shift. It's a huge shift. LA is the hub, especially in the 90s when he was living there. And he rents these homes, and that's part of the whole issue of why he went broke. He was renting these extremely extravagant homes, having so many people live there, paying for all this. He was just this giving artist, and people took advantage of him. So he went from having $50 million to about $200,000 in the bank. And I know you and I would love to have $200,000 in the bank. And if you got $200,000 in the bank, good for you. He had to figure it out. But that's not what I'm going to read. I'm going to read to you about people, how fake they can be. And man, I've known some fake ass people in my life. And I've looked at some people, and I said this to some people last year. I said, you're just going to be another person that turns your back on me and I never talk to again. No, man, no way out. No, I'd never do that to you. Guess what? Boom. If you got people that you can trust, hold on to them. Hold on to them, okay? And Al Pacino, listen to this from an excerpt from his book. So, Looking for Richard is this film, remember, that that he had released and then he had to sell it, and so he lost control of his film, his baby. I will never lose control of anything that I create again. Not ever again. I've lost too many things I still should be getting paid on that I created that nobody else thought of, that wouldn't be around today if it wasn't for me. So I'm done with that shit. Everything I create from here on forward, I'm not going to lose. I'm not going to give away to people that don't deserve it. So, you know what, Julie, before I go into that, you wonder why he never got married. He kind of talks about it in this film. He had a horrible, no father really in his life until later on. And you know, a lot of people who don't see that, they can't picture themselves. He was an artist, so he lived with many women for long periods of time, monogamous, had kids with them, but he just never saw himself as a married guy. Just never did. You want names? Here we go. Ready? Too many names you would know. Did he just have a baby? I think he had one about 10 years ago. So, all right, listen to this. It's really interesting. All right. I hope you guys, and if you guys are enjoying this, and that is where there's so many similarities in Al's life and my life, from a tragic mom passing, about like how we were raised, a lot of things. But where we differ is, I always wanted to be married. I always wanted to be a husband. I always saw myself as a father. I always saw myself as a husband, even from a little kid. So allow me to kind of tell you a little bit about this. So, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up and in the comments to push it out there. So maybe some other Al Pacino fans can see this. All right. So I'm not going to do my best Al Pacino impression, but I will do a pseudo Al Pacino impression. Does that work? All right. Many Looking for Richard got some recognition, but its failure to thrive hurt me. Frankly, it wasn't just a disappointment. It was a life-affecting thing. You can be in a position in life where you're doing somewhat well, and then you experience that rejection, and it completely overshadows all of your past success. Ooh. It didn't really address the disappointment at the time because it's too much to face when it was happening. That's what I was talking about there. Man, did he get affected by this. So, appreciate you guys all checking in, showing the love, 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 showing the love. Because I got so many books I want to share with you guys. Not enough people share books on here. They talk a lot of shit on podcasts, but they never share where they get the information from. This is from the source. It's from the source. Okay? All right. I hope you guys can't hear this. 70 lawn guys around here. Jesus Christ. All right. So, many years later, after I made my switch from LA to New York, from New York to LA to be close to my ex and my children, listen to this shit. I end up at a party next door to my house I was renting. The hostess who lived there was a bit of a hotshot in her own right. But I got to know her, and she turned out to be a very decent human being overall. There were a lot of celebrities at this party and well-known producers, big guys, high in the pecking order in Hollywood, over at her house one night. I met a few of them, and I discovered that no one knew about my film, Looking for Richard. Here's a film me, Al Pacino, wrote, directed, and starred in, with a cast of some of the best British actors you ever see and American actors who filled the screen with their gifts. The Directors Guild of America gave me a Best Director Award, Looking for Richard. The New York Times named it one of the top 10 films of that year. But here at this party, not a soul knew about it. Not only had they not seen it, they never even heard of it. I could be philosophical about that. What was harder to take? And listen to this part, guys. Listen to that part. What was hard? And I've been in a moment like this, guys. Listen to this shit. Oof. Oof. I could be philosophical about that. But what was harder to take was that I was there with a friend who had once called the film a masterpiece. And now he wouldn't even admit that he saw it, as if it would somehow compromise him in front of the others. Ooh, not speaking up for your friend in front of others. Been there, seen that happen. Sucks. I don't fucking do that shit. I speak up for my friends, especially in a situation. I speak up for them. I wanted to nudge him. I wanted to nudge him and tell him, hey, man, speak up. Say you know the film. But he never said a word. Not a single word. Not in that circle of Hollywood. Oh, no, not in front of them. In those places, you go with what's in fashion. It took me a very long time to learn that. I don't demonize it, but I understand it a little bit better now. I thought maybe I'd get the film cans myself and screen the movie right there in that woman's house. But I had a couple of toddlers I had to deal with at the house. Woo! Woo! Damn, Al. Damn. That's so perfect, right? Who put this thing together? Me. Yeah, man, I've been there. I've been there where I'm in the middle of a room, and I'm like, are y'all really going to let this happen to me right now? Because I know I sure as shit wouldn't let this happen to you. Yeah, hydrate. Hydrate. Yeah. My underwear are up here because this chick. I need new underwear. I need new underwear. Man, that hit me. Okay, this camera's good. There. The entire time that's been bothering me. The entire time that shot's been bothering me. All right. Yeah, man. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how it goes? Isn't that crazy? How did you know my underwear had a couple holes in them? I saw it today and I was like, I gotta get rid of it. I'm always talking about underwear. You got new panties for Christmas? Do you like the word panties? I do and I don't. It's weird. My wife hates the word, and I kind of love it. It's a little naughty. I don't know. What the hell do I know? What a show today, guys, right? Am I right? What a show. We did it. We went from no, you didn't get panties. 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 It's a hard ass word. Panties. If a woman says it. Sure. But because I got 2 daughters, I think of panties, like little panties, little kid panties. So I don't like it. But if my wife said, I'm taking off my panties, I'd like that. So, you get panties, you get panties. You get panties, and you get panties, and you get panties. Top of the morning panties. You know what it is, Jamie? I'll tell you what's going on with these underwear. It's this chair. I sit on the... I'm going to buy new underwear. It's this chair. What happens is I get excited and I start like leaning in. And because they're jockeys, I think they're pulling. There's a very... It's too much info. You are the bestest. And I think I gotta just like lower my camera a little bit because I'm like trying to sit up too. And I need to be like topper panties. All right, guys, here's the part where you suggest some stuff. Suggest what I should put out. What video, what part of the show, what short, what clip. You guys have suggested some others before. Really, really good stuff. Podcast, thank you, bro. I had a whole bald dads thing. I don't want to... I'm going to do that later. Thanks, I will. Yeah, that's people been liking that. People have been liking the Pacino stories. Damn, dude. Zach. See, is it crazy that like dudes can just get turned on by reading 2 letters in moist panties and women are like, it's legend. You know, AI reads the shows, right? So it reads what we talk about in the live. And so it's reading all this stuff that we're saying. And it probably thinks we're a sick show. I would love it. And we take, why not? We're going to be doing make sure to sign up for a membership. It's like $5, I think, $4.99, $3.99. We're going to be doing member motivational Monday shows. MMM. So we're going to be doing that. It's good. We're just going to be dripping. Definitely shorts on panties. I don't even know what that means, but Billy, why doesn't he take notes? He sucks. I'm probably going to do the Pacino thing later. Next week, what are we going to do? What are we going to do next week? Because next week, I will be filming a short film for Lowe's Universal Studios. Tronky Donk. Sammy, help them out. Where can they find the link? Tronky Donk needs to become a member. I'm so excited, guys. Can I put myself in the proud circle real quick? I'm going to put myself in the proud circle. I'm so proud right now. I'm so proud. I can't wait. So next week I will be at Universal Studios. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. We will put the book segment up. But so I'll be staying at the Universal Studios properties. So I'm going to start shooting very early on one of those days. But the other days I'm not. I don't think I'm going to be shooting as early. Here's the membership. Thank you, Trunky Donk. Trunky Donk, Trunky Donk, Trunky Donk. But I can't, it's like so perfect. Because the front half of January, I'm going to be directing pretty much the whole first half. New sponsor. Ready, guys? Frogger's Restaurant. Delicious food. Amazing drinks. Frogger's. Who's ready to go to Frogger's? You know what? I want to send this to my Frogger's rep right now. I want to show the power of Top of the Morning. I want to show the power of Top of the Morning. Watch the power. We got to put... Look. Wait, this is the time machine. Now let's put some fun music. Let's put some badass music. Huh. Where's badass music? Huh. You guys are... I want to send this clip to my Frogger's person who loves the show. Everybody, say Angela. We love some Froggers, oh yeah. Froggers.com. We love some Froggers, ribbit. Gonna have a good weekend, go to Froggers. Oh yeah. Ribbit. We love some Froggers, got some good food, got some good drinks there. You should. Angela! Froggers.com. I'm going to go to the Altamont one on Monday. I'll be filming some stuff. We love you, Froggers. For real. Good food at Froggers. Great drink specials. Can't wait to tell you I'm proud that Froggers is now a sponsor. Thank you. I like this joke, EME or Zach. What kind of music do they play at Froggers? Of course, hip hop. Ribbit. We'll probably do a show from within Froggers. We can eat some of their delicious wings. All right. We killed that. Oh, man. Killed it. Well, not starting the show over. I don't have the energy. I need a brown sugar Pop-Tart. This is what I was looking for. Have a great weekend, everybody. Jamie, Zach, to the top. Knucking Futz, to the top. Sammy Boy, PM. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining the show. Means the world. Every Wednesday and Friday, 8 a.m., top of the morning, doing a Monday member show. So if you sign up for the membership, you will get your own private show. Nobody else gets the show. It's going to be like real conversational style. Be doing not only you can ask questions during these streams, you can be coaching. It's going to be a real. It's not going to be top of the morning. It's going to be a member show. So it's going to be a little different. So make sure to sign up and really look forward to it. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. Have a great one. Today will be a great day. To the top, never stop.